exactly are model agents looking for? They must be looking for a particular look or a particular type, but I'm going to tell you exactly what they're looking for so you are prepared. When you go into an agency, you come prepared. So what are they looking for? Modeling agencies have different criteria they use to determine if they want to sign a model or not. Firstly, let's talk about the look. Some modeling agencies prefer a certain look. For example, most editorial and runway models have chiseled or pronounced features, whereas commercial agencies prefer more natural, plainer looking people. Each agency may have a specific look they prefer depending on if it represents fashion models, commercial models, plus size models, or character models. You have to start thinking about which model category you will fit into. Some models are lucky enough to have a generic look that crosses over into fashion modeling and commercial modeling. When approaching an agency as a new model, they want to see simple photos. As we discussed earlier, showing your face, your body, and different profiles. You do not need to have heavy, stylized images. They want to see the raw, fresh photos of you. You might be wondering what a fresh look is. So I'm going to explain to you what is a fresh look, because this is what agencies want to see. A fresh look literally means your look without makeup or with very little makeup. They want to see you in the most natural state, not overly made up or excessively stylized. Your photos should be simple, white t-shirt with a pair of jean shorts or a nice simple dress. For men, a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans. Remember, keep it simple. Polaroids. When you go in to see an agent, they usually take a photo of you with a Polaroid camera, or they used to. Now it's a digital camera. They will normally tell you to stand against a wall to take some basic snapshots. This is so they can see your bone structure in a simple photograph and to see what you would look like with makeup or in a shoot. Some agencies use digital cameras now, but in the olden days, Polaroids were the big thing. Remember, these people are experts and they know the business inside out. They have an expert eye. They want to see the raw canvas and build it up. Height requirements. We have briefly talked about height requirements for commercial models. Height does not matter as much, but editorial and fashion models usually have to be at least 5'8", 5'9". Though some shorter models have become successful, as I mentioned. As you know, Kate Moss is one of them. If you are a bit shorter but have the right look, you may still get into a fashion modeling agency. It all depends on what they are looking for when you go into the agency. However, if fashion modeling does not work for you, you can try commercial modeling, as this may be a more easily accessible option for you. Though most modeling agencies prefer more average size models and thinner types, commercial agencies, as mentioned before, represent all shapes and sizes. There are also specific agencies that represent larger girls called plus-size agencies. Some fashion modeling agencies also have plus-size divisions that represents models like Ashley Green, a very successful plus-size model. Being a plus-size model can be just as fun and lucrative as being an average, normal model. Plus-size models are getting used more and more these days in high-profile jobs, as they are a real representation of the general populace. Now, one thing everybody wants to talk about is age, and what age should you start as a model and what age is too old. Well, I don't think any age is too old to be a model. In commercial modeling, age does not matter. This is because, as mentioned earlier, commercial agencies represent a mass cross-section of people. Commercials have all types of people of different ages, genders, so commercial agencies need to represent all people. However, when it comes to fashion modeling, it can be a bit more discriminatory. For those who are starting a fashion modeling career, agencies look for new faces between the ages of 15 and 19 for women and 16 to 23 for men. But don't let this stop you if you're older or younger. Sometimes older people approach agencies and get signed by them. In general, fashion modeling has a brief shelf life that usually ends when women are in their early 30s. While men can model into their 50s, this is changing, but not as fast as I would like it to. Now, one of the things about modeling is you want to be a model, but you have to be available. Once you sign with a modeling agency, they will want to know your availability, as they need to know if you're available for jobs, castings, and to meet with new clients on the go. Some younger models that are still in school usually model during vacation time, as they cannot take time off school. For commercial modelings though, the availability issue is less of a problem, as commercial models don't seem to have as many auditions as normal fashion models. But for fashion model, castings and go-sees happen daily. Sometimes clients request to see models if they intend to use them for a particular shoot or job. So your availability is important to model agents, as they need to know when they can send you out on castings when you're available. You can check out of the agency when you're unavailable, and when you're available, you can check back in. When you check out, your agent will mark you as unavailable during that time. One last thing I want to talk to you about is behavior and attitude. As a model, you are going to meet a lot of people, so please always try to be cordial and professional. If there is an incident of any sort, or there is an issue with a fellow model, call your agency straight away and inform an adult guardian if you're a minor. Bullying is not tolerated and will not be allowed. Your attitude will also help you get work. People generally like to help people with whom they feel comfortable. If you're the shy type and don't talk much, try to build your confidence. You don't have to be bubbly, but you have to be friendly. Don't be rude. Turn up on time for your appointments, and always let the agency know if you're running late or can't make an appointment. Modeling is a people's profession, as you work with so many teams of people on set. So try to learn how to be cordial, at least. I'm going to talk about a modeling portfolio now, because, models always have portfolio of their pictures which they carry around and show to clients, or their agents send to the clients. A portfolio will usually be a leather or plastic bound, approximately 20 inches by 14 inches in size, with plastic sleeves. Inside, where you can slide your modeling photos into, these plastic sleeves are see-through and look just like a photo album. Portfolios were originally called model books and were about 30 inches by 20 inches, and models used to lug them around everywhere. As of recent, most models have their portfolios on iPads. As everything has now gone digital, it does make it much easier for you to carry your portfolio around. In your portfolio though, you should include your best photos. These photos represent the market you are targeting. For example, a swimsuit model will have swimsuit photos. An editorial model, on the other hand, will have mostly fashion photos. And a commercial model will have very natural girl or boy next door type photos. As well as photos, your portfolio may also include tear sheets, which are pages from editorial magazines and clippings from previous commercial shoots you have done. Tear sheets are very important, as they show clients that you are a working model. So guys, we've been talking about portfolios and everything else. Another important thing for models is, what I've got on the table, and you've probably been wondering what I've got on the table. What I've got here are Z cards, front, back, and these help models represent themselves. This is one of the tools a model needs, because it has your picture in front. This is my Z card. It's one of my old Z cards. I've got a picture of the cover of a magazine, and I've got 4 pictures at the back. Z cards are an important tool for models, and as you can see, I've got dozens of Z cards on the table in front of me. So you should get a Z card done, something like this, that represents you, and you should have your best pictures. Think of this as a digital resume that you take everywhere with you. So when you go into a model agency, you'll usually see these Z cards arranged along a wall, and sometimes they have new faces on them and everything. So that's what Z cards are. At the very front of your portfolio should be a sleeve to hold your Z card. A modeling Z card can be compared to a business card. When you meet a future client or go on castings, they look through your book and you leave them a Z card. This Z card is what they use to remember you. Z cards are useful in the sense that they represent your body of work. Upside down. Z cards are about 5 inches by 7 inches in size. The front of the card has your name, as you can see here. Benjamin is his name. And the back has a few photos of you with your measurements. Agencies use different formats for their Z cards, although they usually have the model's face on the front and up to 4 of their best pictures on the back. Some agencies actually put 6 pictures on the back, but to be really honest, I prefer the 4 format because I think the 4 format looks much better. But basically the Z card just shows everything, it just represents who you are and what you do. You do not need a Z card until you have started your professional career though, but you may need one if you have decided to go it on your own. These days, your Instagram page could act as your digital Z card, but it should be curated and specifically tailored to your modeling career. Established models usually have help from their agent to build their own portfolio, which just shows how important model agents are in the modeling world. But what's even more important is to choose the right photos and find the right photographers to capture your look. If you don't have the help of an agent, you need to find a good photographer at a reasonable price yourself.